Were you expecting something to happen then?
Yeah, some oil. Dripping?
Yeah, but from over here.
Water in there.
Ah, take it it's not supposed to have water in.
No.
Does that mean the seal's broke?
Where?
Would it be like weather water?
Yeah.
Also known as rain. Right, so I'm going to leave you there for the evening.
Okay.
Just like that.
Just watching this.
Yeah.
It's my tea.
Good morning. Right.
I made this the same time as your cup of tea. You've drank yours. Mine's in a keep you warm.
But he's going to keep you warm, so that's a sharing tea and a keep you warm, isn't it?
No.
Why didn't you make mine and mine keep you warm?
I didn't know you had a keep you warm.
You bought me a keep you warm?
Do you want some?
Yes. Good morning.
We're back again.
It's...
We don't know where we are in this video.
No, we don't.
This could be today's video, it could be next week's video.
It could be.
It could be all this time.
It's Sunday morning. We're just all over the place. I'm not even going to lie. We've said yes to that much stuff. We've been working every evening. We've been filming. We've been out and about. So we've got loads of footage. And we don't know whether we're coming or going. And what way around we're putting it out.
We're just covered in rubbish.
And
We do need to crack on though.
we do need to crack on. So we're going to carry on filming just what we're doing. Then we're going to hopefully spend the afternoon organising ourselves because we really have let it all get away from us.
Yeah.
But that's life. We're them people. We're as much as we'd like to present as the polished people that we are in our videos.
Nope.
We're not always them people. But yeah, keep following us. We're muddling along.
We're going to do primer.
Yes.
Show the special tool.
Special tool being a ratchet strap that just got coiled up and shoved in. Why did it get coiled up and shoved in? I wasn't listening to you.
So it jams the gear then. It's a soft way of jamming the gear so you don't damage the chain or any of the gears, but it stops it rotating so you can undo the main pulley if you don't have a locking tool.
I see. So Joe's been doing that and I've got some WD-40 and a scratch pad and I've been polishing the engine.
So yeah, clutch out.
It's going well.
Want some tea?
Yeah.
There's bits everywhere. I don't know where any of this goes.
Right, I'm laughing and
I've just trod on something.
Tell you what, he just trod on
my
this
amplifier.
down here, on his amplifier that he's just put there about 5 minutes ago. He's then just trod on it and now he's doing this
There's just
because
stuff everywhere.
everything needs to go away apparently.
Yeah, bin it all.
All of the stuff needs to leave because... And he broke his dustpan last week and there's bits
I
of
just
that
found a bit of it.
keep haunting him.
Anyway.
Right.
Drain and fill plug from the cover, which we've already got off. I don't know if we filmed any of that. Draining the... Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. We
The
filmed it
oil.
because it smelled like cat pee.
There we go. So then that's the main cover bolt, so that's off. This is the spring washer that was holding the footrest off. You have to take the left-hand footrest off to get the primary cover off.
Should that be a full circle?
Yeah, you should be a spring washer.
Oh.
Doing springy things. So that needs dealing with. Then we've got, this is the main nut that holds the alternator on, which is what we used to use the ratchet strap to get undone.
Right.
And that's the spring washer for that. Then we've got the 3 nuts and a mixture of washers that were holding the alternator on. Nice 7/16 nuts, so they will be going back in with some proper washers. And then there's 3 bolts that hold the pressure plate for the clutch in, which has this with these 6 springs. And that's as far as we got. So now we're going to take the clutch plates out.
Let's take the clutch plates out.
Oh, he's been in here a while.
But you have been saying as you've been doing these bits that you think somebody else has already been in here.
Definitely. That's not the original alternator, I don't think. That came out as a whole pack nearly.
Oh, Oh, but they're individual.
Yeah, so you have a friction plate. I'll show you. So the one that's in there, the last one, is a friction plate.
Oh, I didn't realise there was still one in there.
So here's a friction plate. So this is the material that does the grabbing.
Right.
And then you have plain plates to dissipate the heat and also grip onto. So when the springs, when you let the clutch go,
Right.
that lets them springs press in against this whole assembly. It basically squeezes all this together. And what you can see is the friction plates have tangs on the outer edge. The plain plates have tangs on the inner edge.
Right.
And what you're effectively doing is joining this outer piece to this inner piece.
Okay.
And that's how you then drive the gearbox. So when you press the clutch and you release the tension on these springs,
So then as I pull in...
yeah, it pushes this away
Right.
against the springs and basically opens all that up,
Okay.
which then disconnects in the example of these.
Do they have
That's
to be in
very
a
stuck.
do they have to be in a particular order
Yeah, so
in
you,
there?
well, not a particular order per se, but you have this friction plate first, which has got more pads on it,
Yeah.
then a plain plate. The rest of them are like big surface area pads.
Right.
They just then go in one after the other.
Okay, but they're all the same, so it doesn't matter what way round they go in.
The friction plates are all the same and the plain plates are all the same.
Right, so you
But
just
you have to
that one
alternate
first,
this
and
one.
then you have to layer it up like lasagna and have different
Yeah.
ones. Right.
And you can see, so this drives the outer edge, well, it's driven by the outer edge. So you've got the sprocket on the engine, drives the chain, which drives this outer basket. And then you have these slots here.
Right.
So that's driving that friction plate round.
Yeah, I see that, yeah.
And then the inner, the plain plates are connected to this
To
hub,
that one.
which is what drives the gearbox.
Ah, right.
So as the spring squeezes them together, they drive together. When you release the tension, they pull apart. This one can spin on its own,
Right.
and that's how the bike doesn't move.
Yeah.
That's how the clutch works. Give or take.
There you go.
So next, we get this big nut off here, and get the alternator off. He should be loose.
That's a nice one.
Let's go magnet.
It's got a magnet. Is it quite a strong magnet? It's hold on. There's a wire there
Yeah,
as
we're
well.
gonna feed him through. Come on, through there. There we are. Come on. It's always a fight.
And you've got to hold it all together.
Not necessarily. It's just you don't want the spaces and everything all dropping on the floor.
I see.
So, him, and there should be a third one just there. So this is a very old type of alternator. That's exactly the same as what's in the BSA we've got.
Okay, so this is all familiar to you then.
Yeah, and this isn't good. See this?
Ooh, debris, like a... Oh, hang on, let me get closer. Where are you picking that from?
So it's stuck to this because this is magnetic.
Okay.
What you're supposed to do is you set this onto the crank with the keyway. When you put this on, these holes are bigger than these studs.
Right,
And then you're supposed to put some shimming material in here,
right.
which packs the alternator away from this
I see.
to give you an air gap.
Right.
Because what can happen, if you don't have the correct air gap, as this gets warmer, it expands. And then it'll run
Rub.
on the alternator and you can see.
Is that what that metal is, where it's
Yeah.
rubbed?
See here,
Oh, it's cracked.
it's damaged the alternator.
That's got a really big... Do we need a new alternator
Yeah.
for Bubba?
Yep. That's really overheated.
That's horrendous.
It's very broken.
Hang on, I don't know if people can see that.
This will also be what a lot of her running issues were.
Oh my God.
So she needs an alternator. I don't want to have that conversation with Wren. We're going to have to take a photo now and send it to her.
Yeah, I'll do that now. Hang on.
thing we need to do is break this tab washer loose, get this nut off, pull the sprocket out, and then that seal will come out. But we'll do that after you've gone at it.
I'll give it a clean.
Then we don't end up with a load of stuff in the gearbox.
Yeah.
But this is, remember when you were trying to clean it and saying, will I be able to get to this?
I can get to it now.
So.
I'm going to fill my bucket of water up. Muck off if you're watching and you want to sponsor me, because I keep using your stuff.
Keep trying again.
And I keep doing the cleaning.
Did you see that?
Oh. Guessing that shouldn't be that easy to unscrew and take off.
Maybe. Yes. Can you see it was leaking?